welcome to my channel, Everything Martha Crafts and More. And today's video is a very different kind of video than the one I usually make. First of all, I want to welcome you all to my channel. It's going to be pretty much me talking to you. I don't usually share a lot on this channel about my personal life. I have shared that I'm married and that I have 2 daughters and that I'm my mom's caregiver and things like that, but I might share a little bit in this video about something that I have been going through for the last 3 years. It will be this coming October. The topic of this video is going to be hurt and betrayal. I believe that this is a topic that is worth discussing because it might help someone else that is going through something, whatever it might be, that has caused grief and hurt and the feelings of betrayal. And maybe I figured it could even help myself talking about it. Like I said, it's going on 3 years that this happened to me, which I am not going to say exactly what it is that happened because I just don't want to really share who this happened with and exactly what it was for privacy reasons. But it has affected my life in a way that I could never really express. I have been, like most of us, if you're of a certain age, chances are you've been through a lot of hurt, loss, and not always betrayal, but some degree of betrayal. So when this happened to me 3 years ago, it was devastating. At first, I felt like I was totally unmanageable. I was in disbelief. It happened with somebody that is a very, very big part of my life. I believe this person that I feel like betrayed me feels that they are in the right, that they have not done anything wrong. I have expressed to this person that I am willing to move forward in our relationship, but they have to back down on what I believe has been very unfair, and what I believe has been a very big part of the betrayal. So I want to share how I felt when this first happened to me. I felt unmanageable. I felt like my whole world had been torn apart. It felt like that, and it broke my heart. I felt so many different things. I felt angry. I felt like let down. I felt a great loss, a great grief. I felt like nothing could happen to fix what this person had done, because it did not only include that person's and mine relationship, but it included another person also as well, that they have no choice in the matter. Okay, but all that I could say is that I do not feel that I deserved the ultimatums that I was given. I did not deserve the attacks that I was accused of. So I was broken. I'm still broken. It's going on 3 years. I know that there are 5 stages of grief, and grief comes in many different forms, and we all handle it in our own different way. I can say that I did not handle it very well at first because I guess I was just fighting what had happened. I was fighting it. I was not wanting to accept it. I was angry. I was taking any different road that I could to not accept what this person had done. And so I had to take many different roads to it. And some of the roads that I was taking, in order to cope, I came to find out that were not very healthy roads. And then I had to detour and I had to back down on some of these choices and roads that I had taken to feel like I had some control in the matter, which I really did not. Going through the 5 stages of grief, which I am going to say right now what they are. The first one is denial. I guess I did feel like I had a denial stage because I couldn't accept what had happened. And that's when I started, doing things to help myself cope with what had happened. So I started to talk to people about it in my family, to talk to a couple of close friends that would hear me and try to understand what was going through. And as I was doing this, I felt like, I was talking to them in the hopes of having them give me some kind of answer, which nobody could give me really, giving me some kind of relief, some kind of resolution, which honestly, there was none. But I suppose that's just a stage that I was going through. And it's fine because it's what took me to the next stage, which is anger. There was a lot of anger. The anger, is some of the anger is still there. I guess it's because you feel so helpless. You feel so like you have no control over this injustice that you have been given. So there is anger, and I've lost a lot of the anger, but there is still a lot of anger that I deal with. The next stage is bargaining, and I did do some bargaining with people in my life, even with the person that I feel like betrayed me. I did speak to this person in a few occasions, and this person just continued to accuse me of things that I really believe were not true. There was that bargaining stage. Depression is number 4. I can tell you that number 4 for me was felt throughout all the stages, and I still do feel depression about what happened, although I have come to some kind of terms with what has happened, and I have come to accept that number 5 is acceptance. So I want to bring acceptance into the picture because I was only able to get to acceptance by allowing me finally to feel the pain of what had happened, because I was rejecting it. I did not want to feel that pain. So I was rejecting it at all costs because it was just so painful. So number 5 is acceptance. I finally did come to terms and allow myself to feel the pain, which I still feel. I deal with it on a daily basis. It just does not go away because the issue is still existing, has still not been resolved, and it may never be resolved because I am not willing to sacrifice what I believe is right to accommodate this person's restrictions that they have placed in me. And so I have had to accept that this may never be resolved. At least not for the time being, at least not with the 2 parties that are involved. Maybe sometime in the future. I'm not saying I'm gonna lose hope completely. I think we should never lose hope. I'm willing to work with this person, but not under their terms 100%, because there are a lot of things this person says that are not facts. They're not fact, and I cannot play along with that. So that is my issue. That is my experience. I know we all have different experiences, and I know I haven't really shared 100% of what happened. This person that you feel has betrayed you and that I know has betrayed me may feel that they are perfectly in their right, and this person may only consider what they want or simply they just don't care. They simply just don't care. I have had to come to terms with what I said before, that this may never be resolved. And that is a hard thing. That is something that, I will have to live with, accepting, and maybe you as well, if you're going through something like this. So I want to talk about some of the things that I've done and that I continue to do to help me in this journey of grief and betrayal. One of the, and some of these things I used to do before even this happened, because like I say, we all have gone through difficult times. And so some things that I do are to exercise. I try to exercise every day. And so we all have our own form of exercise that we like. I like to go for walks. I like to go out there for long walks, at least I try to do an hour. And that helps, that really helps me with my emotional, with my mental, and with my physical, and releasing some stress. And so I do that. I pray a lot for this person, which I love. I will always love. And for anybody involved. I meditate sometimes. I'm not the best at meditating, but I try to sit still and just think and allow myself to feel all the different feelings that have come through this betrayal. So I did find a therapist. I've been doing therapy for myself, and it has helped me tremendously to understand that and to validate my feelings, because I was so ready to not validate what I believed was right and to second guess myself for what I believed. That therapy has really helped me to get to a point where I have validated what I believe was wrong, and to stand up for what I believe was right, which I don't do all the time. So I really recommend that maybe therapy, if you're going through a betrayal or a great loss, to consider that, because it has helped me a lot. And it has helped me to understand what has really happened. Through allowing the pain, and another thing I want to say, journaling. I have written down everything that has happened. I have saved emails that I had between this person and I, and all the accusations that this person accused me of, which were not true. And I have saved all the text messages, and I have it all there because, when I'm feeling like might be second guessing myself, I like to read what has happened, all the journalings that I've done at the time. I've been journaling for the last 3 years since this has happened. So that is something that I recommend that you might want to do, is to journal and write down your thoughts, reflect on your side and what you have done and what your intentions have been, because intentions, I believe, are everything. I always tried to do right by this person, and I never tried to hurt this person. So, reflect on your side and what your intentions have been. Another thing that I do is I listen to music. I listen to Christian music. I listen to music that helps me to reflect, and that helps and that lifts me up. So I listen to music. Another thing that I can recommend is to read books, self-help books, on topics that, relate to whatever it is you're going through. That's about it. And I wanted to share this because, if it could help anybody out there that is struggling with betrayal, these are things to consider. These are things that have helped me. They haven't taken away the pain. They haven't taken away what I feel, but it has helped me to get to a point where I can deal with it, and where I could feel like I have not done anything that has merited what this person has done. So anyway, thank you so much for listening. I hope that that this will help someone in some way or fashion. And if you like the video, I hope that you consider subscribing to my channel. If you're going through a very difficult time, I hope and pray that this helps you, and that you have faith in yourself, and that if you feel that you do need to apologize for something, that you do that. But if you don't, that you stand up for what you believe. Thank you again for watching. God bless you, and I hope to see you in my next video.